A friend sent a link to a TED Talk video that she thought I might be interested in case I hadn't seen it. I was, and I hadn't. After completing a life-changing 9-day nonviolent communication course with founder Marshall Rosenburg before he died, Louise Evans developed the 5 chairs, 5 choices model. When someone pushes our buttons, we have a choice how to react or respond. Each of the 5 chairs represents a choice. Which chair we act from determines how we make others feel and how we feel about ourselves. Picture 5 different colored chairs side by side. Her colors just so happen to reflect the corresponding chakra colors if you're interested. I thought I'd give examples of each chair's response that I experienced, that I employed, with our oldest foster son when he was 9. I'll call him Mark. The first chair's mascot is the jackal, an opportunistic animal always on the prowl, the lookout to attack. This chair is where we misbehave the most. This is where we like to blame, complain, punish, gossip. The name of the game here is to judge. This is the I'm right chair. We see what's wrong rather than what's right with others. One night, I recall asking Mark to pick up his towel twice, and he still hadn't done it. When I looked again, I said, "Mark, you're driving me crazy. Hang up that towel." He said, "Well, you don't have to be mean about it." Ooh, busted. The last thing I wanted to do was compound the hurt for this hurting child. I apologized. You're absolutely right. I don't want to be mean. I'm sorry. Mother Teresa said, the more we judge people, the less time we have to love them. On to the yellow chair, owned by the hedgehog. This is where we feel vulnerable, so we want to curl up to protect ourselves against what we think of as the cruel world. We take that judgment from the red chair, the first chair, and turn it inward to judge ourselves. We say things like, "I'm not intelligent enough. I don't belong here. I can't do this." Fears of failure and rejection abound. We all suffer from self-doubt. The question is, do we give up and give in, or gather up our courage and step up? Mark would have bouts of being a joyous, fun kid and then suffer from crushing sadness and depression being away from his home. Over the Christmas break, his powerful personality projected non-stop, bleak depression we could do nothing to help. Kevin and I seriously doubted we could keep the kids. We teetered on giving up. We hung in there till school started, and thank goodness things improved. Remember what Krishnamurti quote, "The highest form of intelligence is the ability to observe ourselves without judging." Moving on to the green chair, we have the meerkat, who is incredibly vigilant. Here we stop, we pause, take a deep breath, and be conscious. This is also known as the wait chair, WAIT. It stands for what am I thinking? What am I telling myself? Being curious, become curious. If someone's angry, wonder why they might be angry. Explore the possibilities. Mark was in 4th grade, reading at a mid-kindergarten level. Mark's challenges required us to gather input from teachers, tutors, and social workers about how to best help. Using flashcards and computer games were some ideas that brought him up to mid-2nd grade reading by the end of the year. There's no one right way, Nietzsche said. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the only way, it doesn't exist. The dolphin is the detective in the blue chair. We become self-aware by studying our own behaviors. We know what we want and where we're going. We don't give our power away. We grow, we're assertive, we're free. Here we come into our full power and stand up for ourselves. The dolphin is playful, intelligent, and communicates beautifully. It's the best of ourselves. With Mark, I knew I wanted to give him focused personal attention and care. Kevin and I read an adventure story to him nightly, and then he and I meditated together. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, says Aristotle. The purple chair, the connection chair, is that of the giraffe. She's the land animal with the biggest heart, as well as the longest neck to have the most expansive view. Here we display compassion and understanding. Here we put our egos on the back burner. Stepping into someone else's shoes is a great act of generosity. It's an invitation to look at and embrace other viewpoints. We want to know what is most important for the person in front of me. Mark suffered another bout of deep sadness, missing his old neighborhood and stomping grounds. Not sure if it was wise, I took him out of school one day to go back and visit his territory. He told me about his adventures in the field across the way, climbed his favorite tree, and was bubbling with enthusiasm as we sat down to our lunch together. Abraham Lincoln was credited with saying, "I don't like that man. I must get to know him better." Our challenge is to find the chair where we'll be the most happy and feel the best about ourselves and others given the circumstance. Responding from that purple chair was a risk with a tremendous feel-good return. It let me, at least for a day, shine that divine.